Yeah. 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 I keep my lane and the route stays clear. Yeah. I arrive smooth where the late rain settles. No raised voice, just a calm high level. Fresh coat cup with a quiet little metal. I look too clean, but the mind stay rebel. Black wheels roll by the glass front lobby. Phone on mute, still the bag keep calling. I don't chase noise, I let numbers follow me. One cold bar and the whole room copy. No sprint in my step, I move with balance. Old broke days gave the new life value. They see taste, not the stress I carried. I make slow grind, look rich and casual. I keep one eye on the next elevation. Low-key grin with a locked location. They want the vibe, not the preparation. I turn patience into presentation. Clean mood, short groove, no rush. Dark view, fresh move, cold touch. Big aim, small talk, hush hush. One line hits and the whole place hush. I don't need praise, I need profit clear. I don't need drugs, I need proper gear. I don't need fake ones dropping there. I keep my lane and the rock stays clear. Passport stamped from a quiet departure. New room booked where the light shines softer. Still got hunger from the old cold chapter. I make drill sound smooth but sharper. Backseat leather with the rain outside. No big flex, just a composed ride. I stay calm but the flow won't hide. Every pocket cuts like a suit well tied. No playful bounce, no carnival glow. Just tight drums with the polished flow. Just slick words from a colder soul. Just one verse making calm feel bold. I came from saving every little coin. Now the whole week feels well employed. Still keep focused with the silent poise. I don't need volume when I got choice. Late night table, skyline near. New deal closed with a look sincere. No chase, no waste, no fear. Whole room still when I appear. They want the lifestyle, not the learning. What the wristwatch, not the yearning. What the rooftop, not the burning. I won't blood for the wheel still turning. I keep my circle like a sealed black card. No loose link when the days get hard. They want access, I want yard with the high fence and a clean backyard. No forced brag, no caption drama. Just cold winds with the tailored armor. Just drill drums with the smooth panorama. Just sharp lines with designer karma. I rhyme smooth where the late rain settles. No raised voice, just a calm high level. Fresh coat cup with the quiet little metal. I look too clean but the mind stay rebel. I got the plans in a folder they will not see. New figures landing while I sip my tea. Old scars hidden where the seams run neat. I make class look dark when I touch that beat. No weak promise, no plastic bun. No fake smile from a man too fun. No cheap talk when the truth feels wrong. I read the room and move right on. Cold glass off lamp, west view. Low voice, fresh trim, best shoes. No rush, smart play, next move. One hook drops and the whole crowd knew. I don't follow waves, I redesign. I don't chase clocks, I redefine. I don't force doors, I realign. I don't waste herd, I monetize. I got rhythm tucked neat like a card in a sleeve. Smooth little tone with the fret underneath. They ask why the calm feels hard to read. I say pressure make manners look clean. Late drive gliding past the shuttered stores. No chain loud, but the fit says more. I don't need fame at my front door. I need quiet growth and a higher floor. No singing, just cadence in pocket. No shouting, just a clean deposit. No bleeding, just moves in progress. No folding, just calm through losses. I used to dream where the windows leaked. Now the city looks small from the suite. Still got grind sitting under the sleek. I make cold rap sound delete. Tailor jacket with the rough boss line. And new calm face, but the hunger still climbing. They talk big with the timing declining. I say less and keep refining. Clean move, sharp groove, no rush. Dark view, fresh move, cold touch. Big aim, small talk, hush hush. One line hits and the whole place hush. I don't sell noise, I sell distance. I don't need luck, I need instinct. I don't waste time on resistance. I make every room feel distinct. One more ride with the silver lit rain. One more call with the private name. One more verse with the calm cold flame. One more win and I switch that lane. I arrive smooth where the late rain settles. No raised voice, just a calm high level. Fresh coat cup with the quiet little metal. I look too clean but the mind stay rebel. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. Crash through the first second like the room belongs to the impact. No runway, no warning, every breath detonating into another until the whole verse feels like a single uninterrupted charge ripping straight through the pocket. I don't waste energy announcing intention, because intention means nothing until execution starts stacking proof, and proof doesn't raise his voice. It keeps landing again and again until every doubt runs out of places to stand. Everybody loves momentum after it's visible. Almost nobody loves the repetition that forged it. That's where the distance begins, while they're chasing shortcuts that expire by morning. I'm cutting deeper into the process, stripping away every weak decision before it hardens into habit. Nothing survives because it's familiar, nothing stays because it worked once. Every layer gets challenged the moment it starts believing it's untouchable. Every phrase twists away before expectation catches the land, and every internal rhyme folds beneath another idea. Every transition hits from a fresh angle without borrowing the last pattern. I refuse to let the cadence become comfortable, because comfort always arrives carrying invisible breaks. The instant something starts feeling automatic, I throw it back into the fire and rebuild it until it earns another heartbeat. Pressure keeps knocking with different faces. Urgency one day, distraction the next, false confidence right after that, hoping eventually one of them gets inside. None of them do. I stopped arguing with pressure years ago. I make it carry my pace instead. The heavier the demand becomes, the sharper the focus gets, because clutter burns away the moment the objective is crystal clear. Nothing valuable ever came from protecting weakness. Find it, expose it, remove it, replace it, repeat the cycle before excuses start decorating the problem with comfortable language. Every flaw ignored today becomes tomorrow's ceiling, and ceilings only exist until somebody decides to break them apart instead of measuring them. The movement keeps tightening with every breath, every sentence feeding another surge, every section refusing to release the tension. No filler hiding in the corners, no borrowed swagger pretending to be conviction. If a line doesn't hit with purpose, it disappears. If an idea can't carry weight, it gets rebuilt. Every word fights for its place, because the verse owes nothing to wasted space. I don't compare myself with passing attention, because attention changes direction. Every hour I compare today's execution against tomorrow's demand. That's the only comparison worth making, because tomorrow never lowers the price it always asks for. Cleaner judgment, faster adaptation, and stronger intent than the version that showed up yesterday. By the final bar, the pace hasn't weakened, it's concentrated. Every choice reinforcing the next until the whole run feels locked together without a single loose connection. No victory speech, no looking back, no interest in defending, no levels. The second one summit is reached, it disappears from the map. Another one rises in front of it, and that's exactly where I keep aiming, because the only thing more dangerous than failure is believing the climb is over. Yeah. Kick the door clean off the hinges before the smoke even settles. Every breath snapping into another like there's no finish. Waiting at the end, only another stretch, demanding more weight, more precision, more hunger. I don't ease into the pocket, because hesitation taxes every second it touches. I arrive already committed, already locked, already moving fast enough that doubt gets left talking to itself, while I'm 3 decisions further down the road. Everybody loves saying they want greatness until greatness sends the invoice. That's where voices disappear, that's where promises suddenly become excuses. Wearing better clothes, I don't bargain with the cost. Pay it, learn it, carry it, move again. Every uncomfortable choice buys another level that comfort can never afford, and every sacrifice compounds into something louder than words ever could. Nothing stays sacred for long. The second a routine stops making me sharper, it gets broken apart piece by piece. The second an idea starts feeling predictable, it gets replaced before it grows old enough to become a limitation. I refuse to inherit my own habits. Every sunrise starts a new inspection. Every weakness gets dragged into the light. Every blind spot becomes another project instead of another apology. Every phrase lands from a different angle, hidden connections weaving through the rhythm without leaning on repetition. Every transition cutting across expectation before expectation even understands where it's headed. No borrowed pockets, no recycled cadence, no lazy returns to familiar ground. If the flow can't surprise me anymore, it doesn't survive this session. Pressure keeps showing up, trending different tactics. Sometimes it screams, sometimes it whispers, sometimes it disguises itself as comfort, telling me this level is already enough. That's the biggest lie of them all. Enough is where sharp edges go to disappear. Enough is where ambition slowly trades its heartbeat for routine. I don't shake hands with enough, I bury it before it learns my name. The movement keeps tightening until every breath feels compressed with purpose. Every sentence carrying another impact. Every section refusing to hand momentum back. No wasted syllables, no decorative confidence, no empty aggression pretending to have substance. If a line can't carry the weight of the verse, it gets cut without regret, because weakness spreads faster than strength if you leave it alone. I don't chase moments, because moments expire. I chase capability, capability doesn't care who's watching. watching it survives. Empty rooms, bad nights, missed chances, and heavier expectations. Every clean decision strengthens the next one until discipline becomes impossible to separate from instinct. To instinct starts arriving before fear even has time to introduce itself. Nothing in front of me is permanent. Every wall is temporary, every ceiling negotiable, every setback unfinished. I don't ask whether something can be moved. I keep applying pressure until it moves or breaks, and either answer gives me another direction to attack. That's why I stand and still has never made sense. Motion reveals answers that thinking alone can never reach. Last breath hits just as hard as the first, because slowing down before the finish has never belonged in my vocabulary. One target falls, another one appears. One standard gets reached, another one replaces it immediately. That's the cycle I protect with everything I've got, because the only thing worth fearing isn't failure. It's waking up and realizing the version from 6 months ago still the strongest one you've ever been. Cut loose before the air even knows what's coming. Every breath crashing forward like it already made peace with the outcome. No slow rise, no borrowed confidence, just relentless motion stitched together so tightly that every line forces the next one into existence. I don't spend time announcing intentions, because intentions don't survive contact with reality unless they're backed by action. And action is always spoken louder than anything left sitting inside my head. People waste years polishing an image while neglecting the engine underneath it. The paint shines until the first storm arrives, then everything starts peeling away. I chose the opposite route, strength before appearance, function before applause. I'd rather own something built to survive impact than something designed only to impress from a distance. Every decision gets tested, every habit gets questioned, every shortcut gets thrown away before it quietly becomes another limitation. Every phrase cuts across the rhythm from a fresh direction, hidden patterns weaving beneath the surface. Every transition changing the energy before expectation catches up. Nothing repeats because repetition without growth turns into routine, and routine eventually forgets why it started moving in the first place. I rebuild the flow while it's still working, because waiting until something breaks has never been my strategy. Comfort is the smoothest liar I ever met. It doesn't demand surrender overnight. It asks for tiny compromises until ambition forgets what it sounded like. Skip one improvement, delayed one correction, ignore one weakness. Months later the edge is gone and nobody remembers where it disappeared. I never let it get that close. Find the flaw, fix the flaw, move on, repeat until precision becomes louder than ego. Pressure never needed an introduction. It walked in every time the stakes got higher, but I stopped treating it like an enemy. Pressure reveals what preparation missed. Good, that means I know exactly where to work. Every crack becomes another assignment, every setback becomes another inspection, every difficult day becomes another chance to remove dead weight before it slows the next climb. The movement keeps rolling without dropping intensity, every sentence pulling another one forward, every breath feeding another sequence, every section arriving with enough purpose that empty words never find a place to hide. No decorative aggression, no recycled confidence. Every line has to carry its own weight or it doesn't survive the edit. That's the standard. Earn your space or disappear. I don't compete with headlines because headlines expire. I compete with unfinished potential because it keeps showing up every morning asking the same question. Are you stronger than yesterday or are you just repeating it? That's the only conversation worth having. One cleaner decision, one sharper instinct, one more unnecessary habit left behind. Piece by piece the difference becomes impossible to ignore. Luck comes and goes without warning. Discipline clocks and whether it feels inspired or not. That's why I trust the process. Nobody photographs another quiet hour, another careful adjustment, another uncomfortable truth accepted before pride has the chance to argue. Those invisible moments eventually become visible results, and people call it talent because they never witnessed the construction. Nothing here depends on perfect timing. Perfect timing is usually invented after somebody else already acted. I move with conviction, adapt without panic, and keep the objective locked while everything around it keeps changing shape. Road shift, conditions change, opinions rotate, direction stays. That's the advantage. By the last breath the energy hasn't faded, it's concentrated. Every choice reinforces the next one, every correction sharpens the next attempt. Every finished verse immediately becomes another challenge.
waiting to be surpassed. I don't stop long enough to celebrate, because celebration never built another level, improvement did. So I keep pushing until today's ceiling becomes tomorrow's floor, and yesterday can't recognize the version still moving forward.
Jumping through the dust is a chance to settle. No slow climb, no second guessing. Every breath dragging another thought forward, until the whole verse feels like one continuous rush that refuses to break apart. I don't ask the moment if it's ready, because moments don't wait, they disappear while people are still making plans. I'd rather make the first move and solve the next problem while running and spend another day rehearsing possibilities that never leave the ground. Nothing around me gets permanent treatment. Every routine is an expiration date. Every habit gets challenged, every result gets questioned. The second it starts looking comfortable, staying the same is the quietest way to lose. So I rebuild before anything has the chance to grow stale. One adjustment becomes another becomes a better instinct. And before long, the version from last month already feels like somebody I barely remember. Everybody wants proof before taking action, but proof is usually created after the risk, never before it. That's why I don't stand around waiting for certainty to arrive with the guarantee. I trust preparation, clear thinking, and the willingness to adapt faster than the situation changes. The road keeps shifting anyway, so learning to move through uncertainty became more valuable than pretending uncertainty would disappear. Every phrase cuts into a different direction, every hidden rhyme stitched underneath the movement instead of sitting on top of it. Every transition refusing to repeat the last pattern, because familiar shapes slowly lose their weight. If the flow starts sounding obvious, I change the angle. If the structure starts feeling predictable, I tear it apart and rebuild it until every section breathes differently from the one before it. Pressure never asked whether I was comfortable, so I stopped asking comfort whether it belonged. Difficult days remove illusions faster than easy ones ever could. They expose lazy decisions, rush thinking, and habits that quietly overstayed their welcome. Good, now I know exactly what needs replacing. Every weakness found early becomes another advantage later, and that's an exchange I'll take every single time. The movement never pauses to admire itself. Every sentence hands the momentum to the next one. Every breath extending the current without letting the energy collapse into empty aggression. I don't need louder words, I need cleaner execution. Sharp ideas leave deeper marks than loud promises, because promises disappear the moment reality asks them to perform. Nothing valuable has ever stayed alive through convenience. Every worthwhile improvement demanded another revision, another honest look, another decision to remove something that once felt necessary. Growth isn't always about adding more. Sometimes it's knowing exactly what no longer deserves to stay, and having the discipline to let it go before it slows everything else. I don't compare my pace with passing trends, because trends change faster than purpose ever should. I'd rather measure today's work against tomorrow's expectations, raising the standard before satisfaction has the chance to unpack. Every completed step creates another responsibility. Every stronger version creates another challenge, and that's exactly the cycle I choose to protect. When the final line lands, it doesn't feel like an ending, it feels like another switch being flipped somewhere ahead. Another opportunity demanding clearer judgment, steadier focus, and stronger execution than the version speaking right now. That's why I keep moving without looking backward, because the next level is always matter more than defending the last one. And the only direction worth taking is the one that keeps leaving no limits too far behind to recognize. Break loose before the first echo even finds the wall. Every breath crashing into the next, until the verse runs like a live wire with nowhere to cool off. I don't step into the moment asking whether it's mine. I take ownership through execution, because empty confidence evaporates. The instant reality pushes back. Every syllable carries intent. Every decision strips away another unnecessary move. Every second gets compressed until nothing survives except forward motion. Forget the fantasy of overnight success. I've watched too many people build castles out of applause, only to watch them collapse. When the room went silent, I built when nobody claps. Inside the hours that never make headlines. Inside the choice is too small for anyone else to notice. Those choices stack like pressure behind a locked door, until one day the hinges give way and everyone calls it luck, because they never saw the weight building in the first place. Every phrase cuts across the rhythm from a different direction. Hidden rhymes stitched so tightly they hold the whole structure together without begging for attention. Every transition refusing to recycle yesterday's energy. If the pattern starts feeling familiar, it gets dismantled. If the movement starts feeling safe, it gets thrown into deeper water. Growth isn't interested in comfort, and neither am I. People keep treating limits like they're permanent fixtures, when most limits are just old decisions that nobody bothered to challenge. I don't argue with them, I replace them. Tear the frame apart, rethink the angle, rebuild the approach, then test it under more pressure than before. there's something worth fixing instead of pretending confection already arrived. Nothing dangerous ever came from playing it safe. Safe choices protect pride, but star potential I'd rather risk rebuilding everything and spend another year maintaining something that's already stopped evolving. Progress isn't polite, it interrupts routines, questions, assumptions, and refuses to let satisfaction settle in long enough to become habit. The cadence keeps tightening, and without sacrificing control, every breath feeding another sequence. Every sentence striking with purpose, every section escalating instead of resting. No empty filler, no borrowed swagger, no recycled formulas hiding behind louder delivery. Every word has to carry weight, every line has to justify why it exists. Anything less gets cut before it reaches the finish. I don't measure the worth by how many people notice the day, because today's attention expires faster than tomorrow's challenge arise. I measure it by whether the next version demands more from me than the last one did. That's the only scoreboard I trust, because it never hands out free points, never lowers the standard, and never accepts excuses dressed up as reasons. Final bar doesn't signal an ending, it flips the page before the ink dries, forcing another climb, another rebuild, another relentless push toward a level that doesn't exist yet. That's the cycle I protect, because standing still is the fastest way to become outdated. And I refuse to let yesterday's best effort become today's ceiling. Break through the blacked out before the first bar, cause it ain't no pause, no warning. Every breath snaps into another, until the whole verse surges forward. Like nothing in the room has enough weight to slow it down. I don't stand around reading the atmosphere, because atmosphere changes with whoever walks through the door. I bring my own gravity, my own direction, my own standard, and let everything else rearrange itself around the decisions already made. Most people don't lose because they lack ability, they lose because they become loyal to a version of themselves that stopped evolving. I refuse to carry outdated instincts into fresh battles. Every morning starts with another audit. What's useful stays, what's average disappears, what's slow in the process gets cut before it convinces itself it belongs. The sharpest edge isn't the one that never dulls, it's the one that's sharpened again before anybody notices the difference. Every phrase slips into unexpected spaces, every hidden rhyme pulling another thread beneath the surface, every transition shifting the weight before prediction catches up. I don't recycle momentum, because momentum has an expiration day. Build another weight before the first one crashes, build another level before the last one feels complete. Standing still has never looked impressive to me, only unfinished. Yeah. Everybody keeps asking for opportunities while ignoring responsibility. Responsibility is where the real leverage hides. Handle the small things correctly and bigger doors stop feeling impossible. Ignore the details and even simple tasks become mountains. That's why I stay obsessed with precision. Tiny improvements repeated relentlessly become impossible advantages once enough time passes. Pressure doesn't arrive carrying answers, it arrives carrying questions. How stable is the process? How honest is the preparation? How clean are the decisions when everything gets loud? I don't answer with speeches, I answer with execution. Another clear move, another measured reaction, another unnecessary habit left behind before it grows root. The cadence keeps twisting through first pathways, every sentence feeding another layer of movement, every breath reinforcing the next section without leaving dead space behind. No decorative noise, no borrowed identity, no familiar pattern stretched into something there. Not every bar earns its place, because it creates momentum instead of borrowing it from the previous one. I don't waste energy chasing quick validation, because validation changes with the room. I'd rather invest in capability that survives empty rooms, difficult mornings, and shifting expectations. Capability compounds quietly, nobody notices it while it's growing. Then one day people call it natural, because they never witnessed the years spent building in one deliberate choice at a time. Comfort keeps offering smaller dreams wrapped in softer language. It says slow down, it says you've done enough, it says protect what you built instead of risking something greater. Why decline every time growth never knocked? Wearing comfortable shoes, it arrived covered in uncertainty, carrying heavier demands and expecting stronger discipline than yesterday could provide. Every completed objective becomes another checkpoint instead of a destination. Every improvement creates another responsibility. Every lesson earned through failure becomes another advantage that can't be bought, copied, or borrowed. That's why I never fear starting over. Starting over with experience is stronger than standing still with old success. Final breath doesn't doesn't close the story, it launches the next pursuit before the echo disappears. No victory lap, no attachment to old levels, no interest in preserving yesterday's reputation. Another challenge is already waiting, another ceiling is already standing overhead, and I'm already reaching for it, because progress only belongs to the people willing to outgrow themselves before the world asks them to. Yeah. Launch before the beat even settles. No warning signs, no slow climb. Every breath slamming into the next until the whole verse runs like a freight train with no brakes left to pull. I don't walk into pressure hoping it respects me. I make pressure adjust its own rhythm, because hesitation has never earned a place in anything I've built. Every word is selected like it has one job. Hit harder than the last one, leave no wasted space. Keep the engine screaming until the final second. Everybody talks about hunger until the table stays empty. That's when the masks fall off. Some people lower the standard, some people lower the effort. I lower neither. Empty pockets sharpen vision better than full ones ever could. Discomfort loves to blur the target. I don't romanticize the struggle, I weaponize the lesson. Every missed shot gets dissected, every flaw gets cornered, every weakness gets chased until it has nowhere left to hide. Nothing survives just because it existed yesterday. Every routine reports for inspection, every instinct gets challenged, every assumption gets dragged into the light. If it still holds up, it stays. If it bends, it's gone before sunset. Loyalty belongs to growth, not to old habits. Standing beside outdated methods is just another way of quietly choosing decline without admitting it. Every phrase slices across the rhythm from a fresh direction. Every internal rhyme locking into another layer beneath the surface. Every transition snapping the momentum tighter without falling back into familiar shapes. No recycled pockets, no comfortable patterns, no borrowed confidence pretending to be conviction. If predictability starts breathing, I suffocated before the listener even notices it arrive. People waste years trying to look fearless instead of becoming dangerous. Fear never disappeared from me, it simply stopped making decisions. The objective stays untouched regardless of the noise around it. Weather changes, opinions change, circumstances change, commitment doesn't. Commitment clocks in whether the day feels easy or impossible, and that's why it keeps collecting ground while motivation keeps waiting for the right move. The cadence keeps compressing harder with every breath, every sentence punching another hole through resistance. Every section refusing to release the tension. Nothing decorative, nothing soft, nothing surviving because it sounds impressive. Every line has to earn its existence through impact. Every bar has to leave a mark strong enough that the next one has something heavier to climb over. I don't compete with applause because applause disappears the second another headline shows up. I compete with wasted potential because wasted potential follows you home if you ignore it long enough. I'd rather lose comfort than lose capability. I'd rather rebuild everything from scratch than spend another year protecting something that's already reached its limit. Final breath doesn't fade, it detonates into the next objective before the echo has time to die. No victory lap, no pause, no looking backward to admire the damage. Another ceiling gets shattered, another demand appears immediately. Another version starts forming before this one even cools off. Because the only pace I respect is relentless evolution that refuses to leave yesterday with the last word. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Dropping like the walls that split apart. No countdown, no breathing room. Every bar driving forward before the last one finishes bleeding into the floor. I don't borrow momentum from the record. I overload the record until the speakers sound like they're fighting to keep up. Every breath is calculated. Every sentence lands with purpose. Every second gets squeezed until hesitation is nowhere left to survive. Everybody says they're ready until reality raises the price. That's where the crowd disappears. Dreams get quieter, excuses get louder. I don't lower the standard just because the cost went up. Raise the pressure, raise the expectation, raise the workload. If the target moves, I move faster. If the challenge grows, I grow colder. I never ask whether it's fair because fairness has never built anything worth remembering. Every line attacks from another side. Every hidden rhyme stitched so deep it holds the whole structure together without asking for attention. Every transition kicking the door open before prediction catches up. Nothing recycled, nothing copied, nothing leaning on yesterday's momentum. Every section arrives like it has something to prove and leaves before comfort gets the chance to settle into the rhythm. Weak thinking spreads quietly. One lazy decision becomes another. One delayed move becomes another missed opportunity. One small compromise slowly grows into an entire ceiling. I cut it off immediately. No negotiation, no emotion, no speeches find the flaw. Tear it out, replace it, keep moving. Progress doesn't wait for permission and neither do I. The cadence keeps locking tighter with every breath, every phrase. between the bars. No empty aggression masking weak writing. Every word has to earn its position, because dead weight slows everything around it. People celebrate reaching a level, I celebrate destroying attachment to it. The second something becomes familiar, I challenge it. The second something feels easy, I complicate it. Staying dangerous means refusing to become predictable. Even to yourself, that's why every day starts by questioning yesterday instead of protecting it. Nothing here depends on motivation. Showing up motivation disappears when conditions get ugly. Systems don't, discipline doesn't, clear priorities don't. That's what keeps the engine alive when excitement burns out. Anybody can sprint while the lights are bright. Keep driving after the room empties. That's where separation actually happens. Every completed step becomes another demand. Never replace the rest. Every finished verse becomes another benchmark waiting to be crushed. Every new horizon immediately replaces the last one, because stopping has never been part of the design. The final word doesn't close the chapter, it lights the fuse for the next one, leaving only one direction worth taking, forward with more force than the version that started this run. Yeah. Yeah. Break straight through the first impact, no hesitation, riding shotgun. Every breath hits with intent and immediately hands the weight to the next one, until the whole verse moves like a machine that forgot how to slow down. I don't waste time convincing people the pressure is real, because pressure introduces itself without asking. And by the time it reaches my side, I've already turned it into fuel instead of friction. Every decision is made with the expectation that tomorrow will demand more than today. So every move has to survive another level before I even call it finished. People get addicted to proving they were right. I get addicted to finding where I'm still wrong, because hidden flaws are expensive once they grow roots. I'd rather expose them myself than let reality do it for me. That's why nothing stays untouched for long. Every habit gets questioned, every routine gets stress tested, every shortcut gets thrown away the moment it starts pretending to be efficiency. Fast isn't valuable if it falls apart under weight. Strong is valuable because strong keeps moving after speed runs out. Every sentence keeps colliding into the next one without letting the energy scatter. Every hidden rhyme locking another section together underneath the surface. Every transition arriving from a fresh angle before expectation has time to settle. Nothing repeats, because repetition without evolution quietly steals impact. I don't recycle momentum, I manufacture another wave before the last one reaches the shore, keeping the movement alive by refusing to let familiarity take the wheel. Comfort never walks through the front door, it sneaks in disguise as satisfaction, whispering that this version is enough, that another improvement can wait until tomorrow, that another revision won't matter. That's exactly when I push harder, raise the demand before the excuses become comfortable, tighten the standard before the edge loses its bite. If something still has another level inside it, leaving it unfinished is the only real failure. Every obstacle arrives carrying information instead of permission. It points toward the weak joint, the slow reaction, the unnecessary habit that survived longer than it deserved. I don't argue with the lesson, I extract it immediately and keep moving. Every difficult moment becomes another upgrade, because standing still trying to understand everything only guarantees the opportunity keeps walking while you're still asking questions. The cadence keeps tightening until every breath feels compressed with intent. Every phrase feeding another sequence without leaving dead space behind. Every line existing because it adds force instead of filling time. No decorative wording, no borrowed attitude, no dependence on yesterday's success. Every section has to prove itself from scratch, because yesterday doesn't get automatic credit inside today's word. I don't chase moments that disappear with attention, I chase execution that keeps paying long after the room empties. One clean choice repeated often enough quietly rewrites identity. One careless choice repeated often enough quietly destroys it. That's why every decision matters before anybody notices it, because invisible habits eventually become visible outcomes, whether you're paying attention or not. By the final line, nothing relaxes, nothing slows, nothing asks for applause, and another target has already replaced the last one. Another standard has already erased the previous ceiling, and another version is already demanding more precision. And the one speaking now, because the only pace worth respecting is the one that keeps outrunning yesterday without ever looking back to check the distance. Yeah. Yeah.
I am ready, deep.
Yeah. I arrive smooth where the late rain settles. No raised voice, just a calm high level. Fresh coat cup with a quiet little metal. I look too clean, but the mind stay rebel. Black wheels roll by that glass front lobby. Phone on mute, to the back, keep calling. I don't chase noise, I let numbers follow me. One cold bar in the whole room copy. No sprint in my step, I move with balance. Old broke days get a new life value. They seek taste, not the stress I carry. That made slow grind look rich and casual. I keep one eye on the next elevation. Low key grin with a lot location. They want the vibe, not the preparation. I turn patience into presentation. Clean move, sharp groove, no rush. Dark view, fresh move, cold touch. Big aim, small talk, hush hush. One line hits and the whole place hush. I don't need praise, I need profit clear. I don't need crowds, I need proper gear. I don't need fake ones dropping near. I keep my lane and the route stays clear. Passport stamp from a quiet departure. New room book with a light shine softer. Still got hunger from the old cold chapter. I make drill sound smooth but sharper. Backseat leather with the rain outside. No big flex, just a composed ride. I stay calm but the flow won't hide. Every pocket cuts like a suit well tied. No playful bounce, no carnival glow. Just tight drums with a polished flow. Just slick words from a colder soul. Just one verse making calm feel bold. I came from saving every little coin. Now the whole week feels well employed. Still keep focused with a silent poise. I don't need volume when I got choice. Late night table, skyline here. New deal closed with a look sincere. No chase, no waste, no fear. Whole room still when I appear. They want the lifestyle, not the learning. Want the wristwatch, not the yearning. Want the rooftop, not the burning. I want wealth with the wheel still turning. Keep my circle like a sealed black card. No loose link when the days get hard. They want access, I want yard. With a high fence and a clean backyard. No force, brag, no caption drama. Just cold winds with a tailored armor. Just drill drums with a smooth panorama. Just sharp lines with design of karma. I ride smooth where the late rain settles. No raised voice, just a calm high level. Fresh coat cup with a quiet little metal. I look too clean, but the mind stay rebel. I got plans in the folder they will not see. New figures landing while I sip my tea. Old scars hidden where the seams run neat. I make class look dark when I touch that beat. No weak promise, no plastic bond. No fake smile from a man too fond. No cheap talk when the truth feels wrong. Out with the room and move right on. Cold glass, soft lamp, west view. Low voice, fresh trim, best shoes. No rush, smart play, next move. One hook drops and the whole crowd knew. I don't follow ways, I redesign. I don't chase clocks, I redefine. I don't force doors, I realign. I don't waste hurt, I monetize. I got rhythm tucked neat like a card in the sleeve. Smooth little tone with the threat underneath. They ask why the calm feels hard to read. I say pressure make manners look clean. Late drive gliding past the shutter stores. Look chain loud but the fit says more. I don't need fame at my front door. I need quiet growth in a higher floor. No singing, just cadence and bargain. No shouting, just a game of bars. And no bleeding, just moves in progress. No folding, just gone through losses. I used to dream where the windows leak. Now the city looks small from the suite. Still got grind sitting under this leak. I make cold rap sound elite. Tailored jacket with a rough pass line. And new corn face but the hunger still climbing. They talk big with the time and declining. I say less than keep refining. Clean move, sharp groove, no rush. Dark view, fresh move, cold touch. Big aim, small talk, hush hush. One line hits and the whole place hush. I don't sell noise, I sell distance. I don't need love, I need instinct. I don't waste time, I'm resistance. I make every win feel distinct. One more ride through the silver lit brain. One more call with the private name. One more verse with the Bronco flame. One more win and I switch that lane. I rise smooth where the late rain settles. No raised voice, just a calm high level. Fresh go cup with a quiet little metal. I look too clean but the mind stay rebel.